Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Ultimate General Civil War. There were a couple of changes that I made in camp after I stopped the recording, and so I just wanted to show you guys real quick. The first thing was that I bumped up the number of soldiers in all of my shock brigades, or at least in most of my shock brigades. So I know Brewster, Brooks, and Walker definitely had more units thrown in. I think that was like 200 to 300 that I added in each of those brigades. And then I also added about 50 to Parrott and 50 to Marsh. I also neglected to label what artillery I was using for my new artillery brigades, so I went ahead and labeled them as well. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started here with Shiloh. Plug in our first core and our second core. Battle of Shiloh. We have transported our corps to Pittsburgh Landing, located at the west bank of the Tennessee River. In order to guard a wider area, we have established multiple encampments south of Pittsburgh Landing. The Army of the Mississippi under Major General Albert Sidney Johnston is known to operate in the region but should not be in condition for offensive actions. Tomorrow you expect to combine your armies and advance toward Corinth, 22 miles southwest, the crossroads of the Confederacy. Until our allies arrive, however, Pittsburgh Landing must be defended at all costs. Okay, now let's we do have the numerical advantage here. We've got about 15,000 more men. We are at a little bit of a disadvantage with our artillery. We're short 21 guns. We have transported our army via the Tennessee River to this location, Pittsburgh Landing, and we are preparing to advance further south. Our encampments are spread out to warn of any possible rebel attack, starting from the west at Shiloh Church and ending here on the west bank of the Tennessee River. We are expecting General Buell tomorrow, then we will unite our forces and strike out over southern soil. General, our pickets have reported enemy movements a few miles south. Maybe it's a decoy tactic, and rebels are planning to attack us from another direction. In any case, our right flank at Shiloh Church must be defended. It would be wise to deploy some skirmishers to scout this area to try and understand the Confederates' true intentions. Mobilize your forces and stay alert. We have reserves to help you with more troops if needed. Well, they are certainly going to be needed. So I'm going to go ahead and move these guys back. I'm going to put woods here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to put scales. I'm really hesitant to have anyone be kind of too far forward. I really want the Confederates to have to come into the open ground, like in this river or this open ground here. I don't want to be fighting them like in the wood line here and the woods over here. So let me actually move woods over here. And I'm gonna put Brewster in the back here, put Loomis here. Yeah, I'm gonna have here's something else I need to do. Skirmishers. So I'm going to do skirmishers for all of my units except for Brewster. I want him at full strength, ready to go into a charge. So let's bring Revere over here. We'll swing those skirmishers out wide. Maybe I'll have Scales, men, come forward. I'm going to put Woods on canister and shell. I'm okay with him firing any of those until maybe we get a bunch of units coming up close, and then I'm going to switch him to canister to defeat any charges. I recently was watching Gonzo Gamer. He's become something of a mentor through his videos for me, and something that I've noticed is he's really good at just like spreading out all of his units and getting all of his units to have a good line of fire. And so I would really like to be better at that. Looks like there's some cavalry over here. I'm gonna move Walton up just to help deal with that if needed. Just because I don't want these skirmishers getting charged and destroyed by this unit of cavalry. But the plan is to fight a defensive action here, maybe repel a wave or two, and then start withdrawing to prepare for the next phase of the battle. Looks like these skirmishers are doing pretty well at the moment, so I'm just going to have Walton wait here. If this cavalry starts advancing, we'll put him into a better position. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the action, since nothing's really happening. Okay, looks like some skirmishers appeared there. I thought it was going to be a unit, like a whole brigade, not just detached skirmishers. But pretty respectable, about 30 kills each. Looks like those skirmishers are back. Let's go ahead and speed it up again. Now there's an infantry unit here. And maybe I walk Walton down to help with this. I'm gonna have Walton skirmishers come out and help fight these detached skirmishers. Maybe I'll have Walton open up over here since Shaver isn't really active yet. Yeah, we're getting to do a lot of free damage to Shaver, so that's good. Okay, we have some more units congregating over here. I'm wondering if this is going to be the main thrust. Let's bring Loomis's skirmishers over. I think around the 30-minute mark, I'm going to start pulling back these troops and getting them ready for the next phase that I will have them in. Maybe I'll tick down lower. Maybe I'll get to like the 20-minute mark and then look to withdraw. Because 30 minutes actually might be a lot. Anyway, I'm going to speed this up since not too much is happening besides shooting Shaver. Let's turn a little bit. Will anyone else get a shot off? It doesn't look like it. Maybe Revere will get another shot. Yeah, looks like a couple. Okay, that was good. Let's start pulling units back. So let's move Walton. Let's get his skirmishers back. Same here. Okay, Revere took his shot. Gibbon got his. Here, maybe we have the skirmishers stay and do a little bit more fighting. I'm gonna have Loomis come back. Okay, looks like we can keep falling back. I'll have Trigger fall back. Let's bring Brewster. Yeah, take your shot on wood, and then let's fall back. Yeah, let's everyone just fall back. Okay, yep, they're advancing, but that's fine. We've got what we need. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up a little bit more as we're just withdrawing. Okay, good job. Good job, good job. That was a great withdrawal. And we hardly lost, well, we lost 1% of our army apparently, but feels like we didn't hardly lose anybody. Let's go ahead and speed that up. And we'll get ready for the next Confederates attack on the left. The Confederates are massing on our left flank. We must make a defensive line and hold them. We will get more reinforcements as soon as they are available. Our main objective is to hold the center of our encampment and our left. Godspeed, General. Amen. Godspeed indeed. Okay, let's bring our guys out. Colquitt, McDowell, you, Sherman. Okay. And yeah, let's bring all these units back a little bit. Let's have skirmishers take up positions over here. I can always support with Stokes where needed. Vinton. Yeah, let's just have Vinton pull back to over here. I'll put Griffin here, McDowell here, Early here. I'll put him on shell and canister. Walker I'll have in reserve, ready to beat back any charge. Stokes I'm going to have ready to respond where needed. You can get in the woods over here. Do I have any other skirmishers over here? It doesn't look like it. I only have Sherman. Actually, I will leave Colquitt over here. Some skirmishers walked up over here. Yeah, everyone over here is not especially well armed. That's okay. Go ahead and speed it up again. I'm expecting more trouble on this side, so I'm going to move Stokes over preemptively. Actually, no, let's leave McDowell there. Hoping these skirmishers can get a quick shot off. Doesn't look like it. I'm not going to send Stokes in there because there could be other skirmishers waiting. There could be an infantry brigade just behind them. Just not sure. I'm going to have Early hold fire here just because this is right at the max range of his shell. I'm not against them trying to come a little closer. Now I'll move Sherman a little bit, move him up to get him engaged. I'll move Brooks up as well, because they can easily fall back into that tree cover. Let's get Colquitt to respond over here. And I don't want to overextend, so let's fall back. hold fire for a little bit. Okay, there we go. There's some more Confederate units. I would love for Canfield to come in and wipe out these skirmishers. I'm gonna Colquitt move down with him. Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. And let's shatter them. Okay, good. Let's get back into position over here. Let's speed it up. All in all, I'd say this is going pretty well. I'm really surprised by the lack of Confederate aggression. But we do know that they're out there. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit more. I'm gonna have Griffin come down and McDowell maybe a little bit. Let's open fire. Let's move Colquitt out. Let's move Griffin over here. I'm gonna have McDowell hold. Yeah, let's definitely try to hit that cavalry. I'm gonna move Canfield. Oh wow, okay, so we captured them. Awesome. That's one less cavalry unit we'll have to worry about. And now let's start pulling back a little bit with our bigger infantry units. Yeah, let's definitely pull Canfield back. Jenkins. I'm gonna have Colquitt swing around this way. You just fall back. You're pretty messed up at the moment. One neat move I learned from Gonzo Gamer is that you can reattach your skirmishers and then detach them, and they will have the morale condition of the parent unit, which is fascinating. So I think that's what I'll do with Griffin, since his His morale isn't super great. But I mean, he is recovering fairly well at the moment, so I don't have to do that. I'll move the general over to help get his morale back up. Let's move Walker back a little bit. We'll just have all of our units ready to move on in the next phase of the battle. I'm wondering if they will withdraw off the battlefield. Looks like it. Great. Now I don't have to micromanage them. Oh, don't charge. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, looks like Gibson's charge stopped. I was curious if they were going to charge all the way up here. But I doubted that. Okay, let's go ahead and speed things up while we're waiting for the next phase. Okay, withdraw to the Hornet's Nest. The Confederates keep attacking us. This is a perfect location to establish a new defensive barrier. The rebels will have to dislodge us from here to proceed towards Pittsburgh Landing. It is advised to quickly secure this area before our flanks get overrun. By delaying them as much as possible around Shiloh Church, we increase our chances to secure Pittsburgh Landing. Good luck, General. Well, we're just going to go ahead and have everyone move up to the Hornet's Nest, and I will get all of them sorted once they're there. Let's go ahead and place a shock unit over here and a shock unit here, but I definitely want the majority of the men just trying to get everyone moved. Yeah, move the artillery for sure. Early's moving good. Who haven't I gotten moving here? Scales. Woods. These skirmishers. I really need McDowell to get it in gear and move. I'm gonna have Marsh out here on the flank, and I want to have Trigger kind of here in the middle. And what I think I'll do is I'm gonna put Brooks over here. I'm gonna have Sherman here in the middle. I'll put Vinton over here. Actually, I'll have Vinton here. Sherman skirmishers more. Ah, yes. My dedicated skirmishers, very good. I'll put Canfield over here just behind Early. Marshall will be over here, along with Woods. And then I'll try to draw a little bit of a better path for them. Yeah, let's get Nicholas to detach skirmishers. We'll put them over here, and then put Nicholas in the woods. And yeah, I'll detach skirmishers here and move them out this way. And Schweitzer. Maybe Schweitzer I just hold in reserve at the moment. Yeah, let's definitely put everyone on. Definitely put everyone on. Let's draw that better. There we go. On shot and shell at the moment. Okay, skirmishers are getting chewed up a little bit there. That's okay. I do like the idea of trying to engage these guys in the open versus in the woods. I have more units than what I know what to do with at the moment. Let's pull Sherman back a little bit. Okay, looks like we got some reinforcements. He's got a fire. Oh, I was really hoping for some melee perks. Dismount. Who's even taking the shots? Oh, these skirmishers are. Okay, let's get these skirmishers out. Maybe we move our ordnance guns a little closer. What are these guys? Oh, they're all fire brigades. But it's fine. We'll take what we can get. Let's do that. Why don't you reattach since you're so messed up? I do want Stokes to get a little bit closer. Brooks got routed. That's okay. Except that let's move these howitzers back a little way. Let's have you fall back. Yeah, let's actually have you attach, and then you attach. I need to bring these guys up to the forefront. Ooh, that is scary. I don't want him right in my face. Okay, so with these units, let's go ahead and start moving out over here to try to flank the enemy here, maybe. Maybe that's too aggressive. Oh, shoot. Oh, this was exactly what I didn't want. Oh, I need them to get out of there. I should have mounted them up and withdrawn them. Okay, they shattered, but they shouldn't be destroyed. That's still really frustrating. That shouldn't have happened. Okay, yes, let's get Bruce here, Benton here, and let's have Bruce step up here. Let's have Parrot move forward. Oh, and these guys are routing the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Gosh, that's so frustrating. I need to get them to route and then get Marsh to safety over here. What are the victory conditions even? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and reattach Sherman's skirmishers. I need to get Hazen's brigades up front. Move Canfield up and more. What we're doing here. Not like amazingly, but it could be worse. Colquitt come back. And Thomas come back. And Canfield, of course, come back. I'm gonna have Rally withdraw. And these infantry brigades soak up some damage. Sounds like there's a charge. Here we go. Let's try to blunt that charge. Yeah, Hazen, you move forward and take Colquitt's spot on the line. Maybe we move Walker forward. Okay, looking good. Marsh, keep moving. If this is the peak of the Confederate attack, I think we'll be okay. I don't think we'll need to withdraw any further in the next phase. If this is the peak. Schweitzer, where is Schweitzer? I'm not even sure. I have all these skirmishers and I feel like I might as well just reattach them at this point. Just because I have so much like fatigue trying to manage all these units. Yeah, so I'll have Colquitt just rest back here. Scales is at full strength. And maybe I have Ammon take over this position for Griffin. Yeah, let's have Griffin withdraw. I'm gonna run Ammon in to here to be a bullet shield. Do I have any other units that really aren't doing too much? Gosh, I really want them to retreat. See if I can get Nicholas's skirmishers in here. Walton I don't have doing too much here. Maybe I can bring him around. And maybe Canfield I can bring around. How are we doing over here? They're still wavering. Nothing too crazy happening. I'm gonna have Hoke come down, give all these guys supplies. And then I have another supply wagon somewhere. If I can find him. Here we go, Hayes. Let's come down over here. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, I have another artillery piece. I don't know where he is. Okay, let's get him to safety. Let's see if we can't break this charge. keep our skirmishers moving this way. Uh-oh. These guys are covered. Let's move Hazen back, as well as Thomas. Please come back. Oh. There we go. I'm about to lose my other... my other carbine cavalry. Okay, at least these guys are routing in the right direction this time. But yeah, let's see about recapturing this artillery. I mean, not the artillery. I always call my cavalry artillery. I don't know why I have that habit. Oh, Hayes is empty. Good to know. Oh gosh. I wonder if they can mount up and then run. Please go, please go. Go, 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 please. No, just keep running. Okay, now let's get Canfield out. Why they routed that way, I don't know, but they did. And I'm gonna have Hope start coming back. Okay, we shattered that unit. Rally took a lot of damage, unfortunately. I don't know who's charging. Oh, here we go. It's Anderson. No, you need to focus over here. I don't think you will in time. Okay, yeah, let's start moving more troops over here and try to get around their flank. I feel like that is... I have a lot of guys here in reserve that I'm not utilizing, and we could be better utilizing them. I do think these guys have to stay here, just because that flank is crazy strong. Hold Pittsburgh Landing. We won't need to retreat to Pittsburgh Landing. I'm pretty sure we can just hold here. We have to establish our last line of defense at Pittsburgh Landing. If the rebels take it, it's all over. We will be surrounded and destroyed. The ironclads USS Tyler and USS Lexington are standing off the banks of Pittsburgh Landing, ready to assist us. They will constantly bombard any enemy that gets too close. I don't know how Woods got in. How Woods got into the woods. It's kind of funny. Yeah, let's have Colquitt take up the position over here, and Marsh, you fall back. And have Loomis come forward. And maybe we even have Thomas and Hazen switch out for a little bit. Shoot, please keep coming. No, I need you guys to get out of there. Gosh dang it. I can't believe these guys inflicted that much damage. Okay, great, we captured these guys. They had muskets, that kind of figures with how much damage they were able to put out. Oh my gosh. There's a charge everywhere along this line. Yeah, I think our artillery is getting a little mauled here, unfortunately. Okay, yes, trigger is still here, good. move these guys out because they are actually exhausted. Oh, I have too much going on. And I'm not paying enough attention. I need to have Walton fall back for a minute. Powell, you can come back, and so can Stedman, and so can Bruce. And let's have Hope come over here and resupply all these guys. And I need to put these guys back on the line because I really don't have a line here at the moment. Let's move up these howitzers. I'll bring these guys up just a tad as well. Put Ammon in here, Sherman back in front of the cannon. You're gonna have more swing wide. I do want early to move forward just a little bit. So canister from these two units should be able to stop that charge, I think. Let's have Canfield come over here and deal with those skirmishers. I'll have Raleigh back him up. Walton, I want to withdraw for just a little bit. Gibbon can move forward. Brewster and Schweitzer can keep moving down here. I'm gonna move Parrott over here. Stevens, you get back. Looks like this artillery wants, or I did it again. I called the cavalry artillery. Oh. I don't want them to recapture this unit. That is actually the last thing that I want. Sorry, Canfield. Charge on those skirmishers. Okay. Stop. No. Ah. Fall back. Okay, they stopped charging. And move Dubois forward. Brooks I want over here, Brewster here. Schweitzer can come around, Walton can come around. These guys need to move up. Gosh, you're so busted. You just make me nervous walking around. Yeah, let's move Ammon forward. Dubois and Marshall I want moved up. And Woods too. Okay, was Pond the only infantry brigade over here? I forget that they're not, that these skirmishers aren't a carbine unit. I actually gave them a rifle. I need to keep up the pressure here. Doesn't need to be McDowell, it can be Parrott. Maybe I move Hazen up here to take some damage. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize their artillery was just blasting Canfield, jeez. Fall back. You don't need to get shot up unnecessarily. Okay, we got some more reinforcements. Yeah, so everyone just... Wait, what? I'm gonna have everyone else start marching down, but it does make me nervous that Lindsay managed to slip through. I'll have Rousseau hold here. Okay, nice. These guys are warmed up, so I'm going to move them forward. And I'm going to have them switch places with these worn out units. Same with Walker, he can come forward. Thomas and Marsh are both good now. Gibbon, there's a hole right here for you. I don't know why you're marching that way. I'm gonna pull back these two units and Nicholas. Have these guys move up. I'm going to capture these supplies because I desperately need them. We're going to mount up here. Walton will eventually come around. And you can just fall back. Okay, now let's start moving these supplies out this way. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Yeah, all you guys can shoot at the artillery, actually. That I don't mind. Okay, these guys are exhausted, but we are going to keep pressing with these troops. Powell, Stedman, Gibbon, Brewster. I'm gonna have Brooks and Schweitzer rest for a minute. Probably Walton too. How are we doing here? More, I'm gonna have fall back. We can bring Marsh down here. Hazen's pretty exhausted. Let's pull him off the line and put Parrott in. Alright, I think we'll be going to the next day here in just a minute. But I'm happy with how Shiloh has turned out so far. I probably could have fought it better, but I mean, I at the very least look like I'm going to win. Proceeding to the next day. And now we get the counterattack. Yeah, we've got a ton of troops here. I imagine... Yeah, it looks like we're given extra soldiers that we didn't have before. Wagner, Garfield, Jackson. Those were definitely not units that we had. One thing I do want to check on is my carbine cavalry. Oh no. It looks like they did get wiped. Oh, that's so terrible. Because I don't even think they got that low. I think they only got down to like 200. But maybe they will appear. Maybe they will appear once the grand battle has concluded. Maybe I don't get access to them before the conclusion of the grand battle. That's what I'm hoping. We'll see about that. Cover, canister, accuracy spotting, shot, shell. I guess my thing is Yeah, I love the idea of doing extra canister damage. I mean, the extra cover is also useful if I want this to be a unit that stays in close to the infantry. And I mean, that is kind of how I'm utilizing it. Accuracy will help at all ranges. And shot and shell, I mean, that's just... I mean, I'll never be firing shot ideally with the Napoleons, but I do fire shell. I do fire canister, the cover. I'm going to do the close combat drills, just because I do want this to be a unit that follows closely behind the infantry. Here with the 3-inch, I'm going to go with the improved shells, because I want this to be a rifled cannon unit. More speed and cover, accuracy, reload, spotting, accuracy, and stealth. Do I want to treat you... Yeah, I think I will treat more as more of like a... kind of like a unit that I can forget about, and not one that I necessarily need to micro too much. So I'll do that. Nicholas, you'll get your fire perk. McDowell will get a fire perk, as will Sherman. Okay, and now let's go ahead and finish this off. Okay, we fought desperately yesterday and managed to hold Pittsburgh Landing. Our heroic fighters did not let the rebels advance further. All brigades of General Buell are here, so we can now initiate a counterattack to sweep the Confederates from the field. Oh, and our units actually stay in the position where we left them. I figured we would have to mess around with them a little bit. That they would all start up here and then I'd have to walk them down. That is not the case. Fortunately. Fortunately. Yes, we need these supplies coming up and around. Walton, I want to come through these woods. Schweitzer and Brooks can come in over here. Or we need to bring in these warmed up units. Bruce, you can just hang back for... Yeah. You can just hang back. Stedman, come forward. Nicholas. Okay, good. These guys are still fighting. McDowell can come in place of Hazen. Cavalry Commander Forrest, oh my. I really don't want to utilize my cavalry anymore. I'm afraid of using them. They've done really well, especially Canfield. Raleigh, maybe not so much, but I mean that was user error. I really didn't do well microing some of my units. I definitely forgot about them at times, or just wasn't paying close enough attention to negate some crafty AI play. Get you retreating, and you. And let's have the majority of these units move down this way. I'll send a couple over to help defend. But everyone else needs to be moving down to here. Let's take this. Okay, we're holding all the victory conditions. Now we just need to drive the Confederates off the field. Yeah, move up Parrot. I'm gonna move Canfield forward as well as early. Woods can just open fire here. I'm gonna switch all these units back into shell and canister. Okay, Thomas is doing well. He can come forward. Yeah, I'm gonna have Jackson circle around. Sure. What happened to the supply wagon I was sending around? Got stuck over here. Sending it this way. Yeah, you guys might as well just start marching over here. Is there a charge? Oh, there is. Supplies, keep on working your way down. I'm gonna pull Bruce back, put Pal in there. Yeah, Gibson's doing great here. Let's go ahead and put let's take shots on Chalmer. Try to get him out of there. Colquitt, you can get out of there. Let's put Thomas in here instead. Okay, we've got these supplies. Let's keep moving these units forward. Let's just knock out these skirmishers, man. They are really annoying. I'm gonna have both of these units move this way. Okay, Jackson routed to the south for whatever reason. That's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Wow, yeah, I didn't respect Forrest. I didn't expect him to just brazenly charge into Walton like that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, definitely sloppy there to let Walton get captured. Definitely sloppy. Yes, let's... Let's definitely move to capture all of these key locations. Let's move. This infantry. Racking up some kills, very nice. Let's go ahead and speed things up since the battle is practically over. Oops. Looks like we have them on the run here. There we go. 1 to 2 casualty ratio is not fantastic. I'm not super happy about that, but on the bright side, I think we only had 1 or 2 officers get wounded. I guess not. Oh, I think not in this phase of the battle, but I think earlier there was someone who got wounded. Maybe that's just not showing up. Let's look at what we captured. Captured a few of these M1842s, a few muskets, a good number of the reboards, some 6-pounder field artillery, 10-pounder Parrots, just 2 Napoleons. Honestly, the captured equipment wasn't as good as what I was hoping. In any case, let's go ahead and continue. Union Protector Star. Oh, and we get Grant, and we get an extra corps. Very nice. And it looks like Stokes did come back. A real shame that I didn't get to utilize him more at Shiloh, but so be it. Walton, I'm very sorry. In any case, let's go ahead and give you the cover and canister perk. I thought I did that before. Maybe maybe giving them those perks in camp between days of battle doesn't really stick. Oh, let's do Nicholas. And over here, yes, fire. Fire and fire. Let me look at what's next. It's Gaines Mill. Okay, Gaines Mill is not bad for the Union, and I only need to bring the 1st and 2nd Corps again. So it's not terrible. And actually, let me go back and look and just see how our tattered army compares to what the Confederates are bringing. Okay, so yeah. It's pretty even right now, but once I get our guys replenished, I mean, I think they'll be fine. Let's see, Secure River, 7 Pines, Rendezvous. And it doesn't seem to me like I really need to put any points into army organization because I can't bring extra units or anything here. Enemy armory is getting a little bit higher, and their training isn't as good as what I would think it would be. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of back and forth. Let me look one last time at these battles here. So this one is 14 brigades. That was Secure River. Seven Pines is 8 brigades, protect the center. So more defensive. And then Rendezvous. Meeting engagement. Okay. I could also theoretically just use the second corps for that protect the center battle. Let's just take a look. I think that was Seven Pines. So yeah, I could just restore the second corps a little bit, put them into that battle, get them some more experience before Gaines Mill. And maybe that's what I'll do. Oh, I have 3 career points from Shiloh. That's awesome. I guess that's just a big big thank you for winning. I'm curious what the current rate of training is. If it is +2 to stats after every battle, or if it's +3 at the moment. Okay, in any case, I'm going to put 2 into medicine. I'm going to put 1 into training. Yeah. Yep, that is what I will do here. And let's go ahead and bring these units back up to strength. Let's do like 1,500 men here. I do feel bad about how big the stats drop is, but maybe I'll mix in some veterans here, just so it's not so bad. And we can give them the reboard muskets that we picked up. Give you the reboards as well. then we'll just put it 1,200 men and leave them with the Springfields.
Yes, sir.
Quit. Let me put in some rookies. Let's put them at like 1150 rookies.
Yes, sir.
And then let's just try to put in some veterans and see. Okay. We'll just leave them at 1,200. This unit, I'm going to switch them over to Napoleons. I'm going to bump them up by 1 gun. And here. Here I'll use 3-inch ordnance. Or parrots. I'll use parrots. And bump them up by 1 gun. Okay, good with that. So these are now 12-pounder Napoleons, and these are Parrot. Let's see here.
Form line.
Who will I and won't I use? Definitely want to bring in all of these units. I want to bring in the other Parrot gun. I think I'll bring in that's a good point. I could switch you out, or I could give Stokes back his proper man. Although he doesn't terribly need it. So maybe I switch out Colquitt for Stokes. Heinzelman, yes, better. And then let's do Stokes here. And we can fill them out with about 1,300 men. And Rowley. I could give the sawed-off shotguns. I do like the sawed-off shotguns, but I don't have enough. So I'll leave them with the Smiths. And we'll just put them at 300 men. I think, what was he at before? 250? No, he was at 300. Okay, well, next time we'll be bringing all of the 1st Division and the 2nd Corps. I'll bump up our supply a little bit. Oh, 20 pounders, those are fairly good. Anyway, so we'll bring all of the 1st Division, we'll bring Stokes, Rowley, Dubose, and that will make up our 8, ideally, that we can bring. I'm gonna put these guys at just round numbers.
Yes, sir.
Just in case they somehow get deployed. But I'm not anticipating that. Okay, this has been a really long episode. Uh, Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And thank you for viewing. Just really hope you liked it. I had a lot of fun. I'm so glad I was able to get past Shiloh. It wasn't as clean as I would have liked. We had Walton take some pretty big losses. We had Stokes uh, just get shattered in Shiloh. My other carbine cavalry unit wasn't super helpful. Um, but overall, we won. I did way better in this battle than I did in any of my previous attempts with the first Union campaign I did. So I'm just happy that I got past Shiloh. And let's keep building on this and improving, and hopefully it's smooth sailing from here. But thanks again, everybody, for watching. We'll see you in the next video.